Hi, this is B from Sorcery Soap, and we're going to use these colors today to make dragon fruit. My version of dragon fruit. I'm sure I'll get better doing these. But you can build on this idea. So I'm not really sure if you can see this. There's little flecks of black in here, and I thought that if I got some black on my hands and mixed some white soap dough in there, that would work. It didn't. I like the little black flecks on here better. So, and then I used two different colors of soap dough, starting with yellow and green, and I wanted to show you how I was going to adhere those so they look sort of like they're growing out of it. Now, the pictures of dragon fruit I saw online were a little pinker. There was like a hint of purple in there, maybe pink. In order to be very, very accurate with that color, I would have to give it much more consideration, and maybe even come up with, use some neon colors or a very specific color for that. So instead of that, I thought, let's just move forward. So I'm using red. This is Trial by Fire red from Nurture Soap, which is the best red ever in soap. So it is consistent and carries through every time. I'm going to use a little bit lighter red than that, but I'll show you the Trial by Fire that I used for these particular ones. It is the truest, reddest red. Here it is. And I'm going to use this for candy canes this year. So I'm going to do another video on how to do candy canes, because I know they can be kind of tricky. Yeah, so that is that Trial by Fire. I can't even say enough good things about it. And I wrote a blog post. That's how much I really liked that Trial by Fire. And I thought that Carrie deserved lots of support and encouragement and admiration for what she did in order to come up with a red that is absolute true red every single time. So we're going to make the center first, and hopefully while that hardens a bit, dries, because sometimes they slice a little bit nicer, and I can see the thing I forgot, but we're going to use this anyway. Does that look a little, yeah, that looks a little bit better. And I'm only going to use about this piece or that piece. So let's see if I can get this on here. Now, here's the thing that I wanted to avoid, but this is all essentially in real time. So I'm going to cut this, and what's going to happen is it's going, and I could use a knife, like a blade, but it won't do any different. So you have to cut it really slow, and it's still going to flatten on that end. So you're going to have to redo that. See how it flattened on that end? No worries. Because I've let these set before, and that helps quite a bit. But sometimes when, you know, we want to get stuff done, it's not ideal. So, but see how I squished it over there? Okay, found them. These are the ones I made the other day. Now I don't want to use these, I'll use these as examples, but you see how nice and shiny that is? Okay. Okay. Now, I have this very adult tool here, this one here. I don't know how anybody else stores their blades, but it's a razor blade. And I use it with great caution because it scares me. I've cut myself so many times. So this one's hard, a couple days old, because I made this, I think, Saturday. And so the other secret that I was told and that I've since learned is that if you cut really slow, the bottom doesn't seem to ding as much. Now getting it off of here is sort of tricky. There, yes. Now that's not oval though, so there's that. They have to be a little bit oval, sort of like mango shaped, I think. It's an evil tool. I don't like using it very much. But it'll give you the, okay, so the inside's a little bit wet, and you can see the little black flecks. I thought maybe I could make it speckled just by putting black on my hands and then rolling a ball of white, but that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how I did that. I was actually laying in bed thinking about this particular fruit and how I would lay the speckles on it. So the speckles are going to go on. See, I think they should go on next versus the leaves. Okay. So I remembered I had this odd little tool. And I don't know why I thought this would make little good seeds. I should probably put some water on here. That's too much, too much, too much. Let's see. Because the inside have tiny little seeds. And then I didn't. And I kind of thought this would be like a seed shape, more so. They're very, very tiny seeds, and the ones I made for the example I think are a little bit too big. That looks a little bit better. This one's a little bit too big though, right here, in my mind. Tinier the better. There we go. Okay, so now let's get on with these little guys. And how did I do this? I went like this, I think. Start there. And again, I have to like I don't know, soften the edges of the sharp cut of it. And it showed in the picture sort of like this, okay. So that it's kind of wet. So I smear it down. Oh, it's a little trickier. There we go. So you can see how it's smeared down. And let's see. That one I want to use for closer to the top. And that, oh. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Break that off before I put it on there because I can feel how soft this is. There. I can feel how soft it all is. There we go. Oh, see, I'm getting red on the white. Can't have that. There, like that. Okay, well, that's one side of it. Okay. So here's the one I made like that. I'm not going to put as many on for this video, and you can figure that out. You can put as many on as you like. They're a little fiddly, and that's fine. And where's my thing here? So let's do one about here. Do that one in the middle. I think you kind of get where I'm going with this, right? I'm going to make a flat bottom and see if I can make this sit up. I can! There we go. This one doesn't sit up very nice. Well, I guess it does. Anyway, so these are the two. I think I like this yellow a little bit better than this original yellow. And I'm going to put a green on the top on these two sides to cover up some of those cracks, because I don't like those cracks on there. There's a little bit of green right here, and then yellow. And then just gently pull your finger down from it. Oh yeah, just like that. It's a little bit dry, starting to dry out. But I like how this moved around just like that. So see, it can be fixed. All is not lost, it's just soap. Like that. Wow, that one's starting to look actually a little bit nicer than my other one. See, I wish I'd let this set for a bit, because let's do another. Anyway, so we want a green up there like this, right? And then right here. Let's see, where's that? That'd be too tall. But there's enough green there, I think that'll work. Oh, see, that side's a little bit nicer. I want a little bit. Maybe that needs to be a little bit shorter. Because I'm going to cover up that little crack there. Okay. This seems a little delicate today. Maybe I'll just use my tools. Oops. And I have a little fuzz. Yep. So crazy. I looked into these lint-free cloths, and I couldn't get my head around it because I saw them and I'm like, I've had those before and they're very linty. I don't know what they mean that they're lint-free. And I was like, no, they look very linty to me. Okay, so there you go. There's your dragon fruit. And hopefully that makes sense. And these I should let set. This is too round, but it shows you how, once you make it, and then, here, let me put some black on there for you though real quick. I know this is going on forever. So let's see if we can do that, because I don't know if that'll work for the hard like it is. Oh yeah. not as tiny. I suppose I can scrape that out, huh? Yeah, so the inside's still kind of wet actually, which I find interesting. So I made these on Saturday and the inside's still kind of wet, so. Okay, so there you go. There's your dragon fruit. Hopefully that helps you in your pursuit of making dragon fruit from soap dough. And that's all I know about that. So have a lovely day.